6 a.m.
Get your rush on with Jay Brooks in the Morning Rush on 98.7 Kiss Country.
Well, don't forget we have a winter weather advisory that's going in effect until noon today. Also have school delays and cancellations on our website, 987kisscountry.com. Also text the keyword snow to 641-494-2547. You know, Pete, it's that time of the year. A lot of construction's done already, right?
Oh, yeah. That's pretty much wrapped up.
Yeah, so now we just need to talk about and remind people about the winter driving conditions. And, well, some of those roadways may not look slippery, but they could be.
You got to be careful. I mean, right now, everything's good. We, in our district, I think we have maybe 2 trucks out on the far northwest, like in the Armstrong area. Believe it or not, that when you get the snow like this and it melts a little bit and you get a crust over the top, it really cuts down on the blowing snow. But the wind was blowing so hard in a couple of the places over there that it has broken that crust. So the snow blows across the road. When it's raining and the snow blows across the road, the snow sticks to the road and you can get some slick conditions. So again, one of those things, most of the roads are pretty good. And we say pretty good when we're talking about seasonal conditions. We're in the winter season. That doesn't mean they're perfect. So you still got to be aware that there could be icy spots. And again, especially with the kind of winds that we're going to be seeing, and we do have snow. And like I said, it has a crust on it. So it's hard to break that crust, but it does happen. And if that starts blowing across the road, it's main road. Be aware, be ready that know when it could.
We're losing Pete. Are you there, Pete?
Oh, yeah, I lost you there. Now I got you back. Yep.
There you go. So the big thing is slow down when conditions are like they are, because like I said, a lot of schools are delaying a couple of hours just to give them time, I suppose, to get out there and clean up the roads a little bit. And so don't use your cruise control. And the big thing, don't follow people too close. Right?
And the other thing, too, with this, just this, even if you're just driving a car, you come out of a shelter belt or something and you've got 40, 50 mile an hour gusts, it's going to catch you pretty quickly. So get both hands on the wheel. And like you said, be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, safe driving's out there as we get some of that. You never know. I mean, it looks like we got cloudy days and things like that coming up, but some snow, rain, and freezing rain today and tonight. So be extra careful. So, Pete, I'm not even going to talk about the Vikings this past weekend because it's horrible. Pete's even speechless.
Yeah, well, I hate to say it, but I predicted it. Like last Monday, I said Detroit's playing way too well. Our defense is looking worse every game. This is a bad combination.
Right. Yeah. I had an uneasy feeling as well this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm going, I don't know.
Yeah. The only good thing about it, I'll say, is that we were still giving up yards and points, but everybody was saying, "Yeah, but you're still winning. Yeah, but you're still winning." Well, no, now you're not anymore. So something needs to change. And
right.
the big difference I've noticed is we're not getting any pressure on the quarterback. And with an average secondary, if you get pressure on the quarterback, you're going to force them into making quick throws or bad throws. But when you've got an average to below average secondary and that quarterback can just sit back there and pick wherever he wants to go, bad combination.
Exactly. I know it. So we'll see what happens next week on the Colts. They play on Saturday at noon. So, well, and of course, you can catch that on our sister station, 103.7 The Fox, at 11 o'clock with the pregame. And then they even have a call-in show if you want to be a part of that. I know a lot of people locally have done that before, called in to their call-in show and voiced their thoughts of the game.
Yeah. So yeah, they're usually not very happy when they call.
No, not usually. So besides the Vikings, other good things going on though, Pete. Our good friend Morgan Miles. Did you get to see her on The Voice last night in the finals?
I saw her one performance where she did questions. It was pretty outstanding.
Yeah, she's not too bad. She did Total Eclipse of the Heart first, and she about fell. And I've told her, Pete, multiple times. I tell her, I said, I get so nervous when you have like a long dress on because I'm afraid she's gonna fall. She's not. She's clumsy, Pete.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, it's like, oh my goodness. When you put a long dress on, high heel stilettos and all that, you're going, oh, this is a combination of something bad.
Yeah, and then you add in all the pressure of being on a national TV show and performing for what you hope is a big jump in your career, and yeah,
Right.
adds to the degree of difficulty.
Oh, but she nailed it last night. I'm not saying it just because that I know her really well, but I think she nailed it the best last night. If America doesn't vote for her, they're seeing something in somebody else that I don't see.
Wow, that's exciting. Right now, like we talked about a little while ago, just the exposure that she's getting right now. Yeah, it'd be great to win, but the
Yeah.
exposure she's getting right now will hopefully give her the boost that she needs to start making some strides in her career.
I get some people that have dealt with it in Nashville before, artists, singers, and songwriters, and I didn't realize that they knew Morgan as well. And they're like, man, but they know that so I don't know if my name's been brought up in conversation, but they're texting me throughout the last couple of weeks. They've been, man, is she doing well or what? I'm like, you know her?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that tells you that she's right there, that she's just needs that one break and things will turn around.
Yeah. Well, I hope so. Even if, like I said, even if she doesn't win, but I think she deserves to win, not just because she's the only female on the show, but because she's a very talented individual. Beautiful voice, personality, inside and out. She's all around a good person. And a lot of people that have seen her perform around here, yeah, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, that's good. You like to see people like that have success.
Yeah, exactly. So we find out tonight, though. 7:00 NBC, Pete.
We'll know in what, 12, 13 hours.
Yeah, I know it. I'm nervous too. Her right now, her gut. I couldn't imagine being in her spot or any of those contestant spots. But she's told me she was.
Can't either. That'd be pretty tough to deal with.
Oh, and she's told me before that when we've had the conversations that she's been on this show, she goes, Jay, it's just Tuesdays are just horrible for me. And my gut is just turning. And I got to wait all the way until 7:00 at Central Time to find out what the results are. And she goes, that music they play too, it's just so bad.
So dramatic.
Yeah, it's like a dun 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 or whatever it's like. But anyway, so it's exciting stuff though. It's almost like she's a hometown girl, but she's been, like I said, been here. She performed in Garner at Matt's place there. She's been on our Lady of the Lake for our party barge for Kiss Country. She's been at the sports page here in Mason City. And she was supposed to come back and do it again. And she couldn't because, well, she was on this little show called The Voice where she's a finalist. So you can't blame her for not showing up at the sports page.
Moves up the ladder of her priorities.
Yeah, exactly. But she could have got paid, Pete, to come here, but she went off and did a TV show instead.
Oh, well, I think she made the right choice. No offense to you or the sports page, but I think she made the right choice in this one.
Trust me, I think she did too.
Yeah.
But how to get it back, I don't know if I get it for the same price or not.
Right, exactly.
Pete, have yourself a wonderful day. We'll talk to you again soon, all right?
Hey, real quick, Jay, I do just want to throw into, like, with these temperatures and everything, even though it's just going to be rain and that right now, when it's this close to freezing, things can change quickly. So be prepared, have your winter survival kit, watch the 511 IA website and app, and tune into The Voice tonight.
All right, sounds good. Pete, thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Jay.
That's the good stuff.
There's good stories that happen all the time.